The problem with most English learners is that they don't have anyone to practice speaking English with, right? But we are doing all that we can to improve our spoken English. We watch a lot of English videos, we listen to English podcasts, we read English books, we expand our vocabulary and grammar knowledge every day. But the only problem that is bothering us a lot is that who do I speak English with? We don't have a proper environment to speak English. We are not exposed to any English speaking environment. Literally speaking, we don't have anyone to practice speaking English with, right? So our biggest concern is that where do I find a person who can speak English with me? Or how can I meet people who are as passionate as me when it comes to practicing speaking English? So if you are a person who is profoundly worried about not having a partner to practice speaking English, then I have a solution for you today in this video. Today, I'm going to introduce one application to you that can actually help you connect with many English learners out there, and you can speak English with them for free. Yes, you heard me right. You can speak English with them for free. Okay, let me tell you more about this application. The name of this application is called Ace Fluency. I'm sure many of you are already aware of it and some of you are actively using it. Anyway, for those who are still not aware of it, I will tell you how this application can help you connect with fellow English learners and how you can enhance your spoken English just by talking with them. Okay, let me tell you about this application through my experience. I've been using this application for the last 10 days now, and I must say that I love it. It is an awesome application, you know. I have spoken with more than 10 people on this app so far. So from my experience, I can say that it is such an effective application that every English learner should install on their phone if they are very serious about improving their English fluency and speaking skills. Moreover, it can also help us develop the confidence to speak English. I've experienced it all by myself, which is why I'm suggesting the same to you. I found it to be a very useful app for all the English learners out there. Trust me, this is not a promotional video or anything, okay? I'm creating this video based on my true experience, okay? Okay, now what is Ace Fluency? Ace Fluency is an English speaking platform that is designed to help English learners improve their fluency and proficiency in the language. Apart from connecting with co-learners, it also provides some other amazing features, but we are not getting into that. Today we are going to be specifically talking about connecting with co-learners and speaking with them, okay? You can directly install this application. You can directly install this Ace Fluency from your Play Store. Once it is installed, you get an interface like this. Here you can see one option, call and practice now, right? And just above that, they have also mentioned 30 minutes free. Yeah. Ace Fluency offers 30 minutes of free daily talk time. When you click over here, when you click on this option, call and practice now, you will automatically get connected to a random person. Let's say you're a co-learner or a passionate English learner like you. You can speak English with that person for the next 30 minutes for free. When you reach the allotted 30 minutes of free daily talk time, then the call will automatically get disconnected. But you can speak English with that person for 30 minutes for free. That itself is a great thing, right? If you want to get more talk time, then you have to be a premium user on this application. I mean, you have to make a payment to get more extended talk time. If you can afford the price levels of the premium services, then you can make the payment and get more talk time with your co-learner. If you can't afford the premium subscription, then don't worry, you can still continue using this application and talk 30 minutes for free without making any payment. See, speaking English with somebody for 20 to 30 minutes straight is not a small thing. It can, of course, contribute a great progress to your English communication skills if you use it regularly. To be honest, I haven't taken any premium subscription on this app till now. I make use of the free 30 minutes of time to connect with my co-learner and speak English. Okay. And since it is a very short duration of time, I consider this 30 minutes of time to be the most valuable time of my day. Okay. Now I will tell you how I use this application to practice speaking English. Like I said before, I have spoken with more than 10 people on this app so far. I will show you the proof. Okay, I have a proof for that. See, this is my Ace Fluency account. Here we have an option to check our performance data. Okay, see, here it shows I have completed 12 calls on this app. Okay, this data is something that will automatically generate after each call. And this data shows the speaking performance of my last 7 days. So what I do is, I make a call, and once I get connected to a person, first I greet that person by saying hello. Or sometimes I use good morning or good afternoon or something. It depends. Then obviously the next thing is that either I ask how are you, or the other person will ask the same, and we get into a conversation. But I always make sure that the introductory part doesn't last more than a minute, because I know the time is limited. I have only 30 minutes of time. So I want to use the time more for speaking about other topics rather than just asking how are you, where are you from, and what do you do. But yes, we do ask such questions during the call because it's quite natural to ask such questions at the beginning of any new conversation, right? So yes, we can ask those questions, but the thing is that there is nothing more we can learn if we stick with asking the same introductory questions over and over again on all the calls we make. The entire 30 minutes will be gone and we will be left with nothing learned other than somebody's personal information. So always remember to keep the introduction short, because the purpose of using this application is not to make friends and know somebody's personal information. The purpose of using this application is to practice speaking English with other interested co-learners. See, we already know how to ask such basic questions in English when we meet a person for the first time. But what we don't know is that we lack the ability to speak English in a natural and unprepared way, because we are not used to speaking English beyond a basic level. So the ability to speak English naturally and the ability to have extended, unprepared conversations in English confidently is what we all need to develop, right? In that scenario, Ace Fluency can be a great help for you to slowly develop the ability to have natural conversations in English. For that, we have to use the free 30 minutes of the time wisely. We have to use the free 30 minutes in our hands wisely. I mean, instead of wasting your time asking more about somebody's personal information, both speaking partners should mutually decide to pick up a topic and speak about it. Okay, take only 1 minute of your time to know a little bit of each other and use the rest of your time. Use the majority of the limited 30 minutes of time to speak about other topics. The Ace Fluency application itself will suggest you a topic when the call gets connected. If both the speaking partners are interested in the topic suggested by Ace Fluency, then you can go with that. Otherwise, you can choose other topic and speak about it. Okay. In my case, if I talk about myself, I always respect my co-learner. I always pay attention to what he or she is asking and how they are speaking. I always try to learn something new from them every day. See, out of all these 12 calls I have made, except for 2 or 3 calls, I got this privilege to speak with some good, passionate, and goal oriented English learners. Not all of them were high level or advanced level English speakers. No, most of the people I got connected with were just beginners in English. Some people were intermediate level English speakers. Yes, some people were very fluent in English, but some were not. However, we understand each other. Everyone is using this application to polish their English communication skills and elevate their spoken English to the next level. So, everyone is using this app to improve their English communication skills. All are English learners on this app, and because of that, nobody judges us. You are free to talk in English with your limited knowledge. You are not even going to see the face of the person you are talking to. So, you are free to talk and practice speaking English. Take the first 1 minute of your time to get to know each other if needed, and then you can discuss other topics. Or you can focus more on having natural conversations in English. Share your knowledge by explaining it in English. That is also a great thing. If you are not getting any particular topic to speak about, then share your general knowledge or something by explaining it in English. Sharing your knowledge is a great thing. When you share your knowledge, especially on this platform, it gives you two benefits. Because at the same time, you are practicing speaking English as well as sharing your knowledge. I do that all the time when I make a call. That's why I said that, okay. I also ask feedback from others about my English. There are people who helped me correct my grammar mistakes. I'm very grateful for that. There are also instances where I helped others correct the mistakes they made. So, it's like a give and take learning process. Both the speaking partners are getting benefits. But please don't share any sensitive information with anyone. And don't use any abusive words or harassing comments while using the app. This application will give such warnings before you get connected to a call learner. If you find anything wrong with the behavior of your call learner, then you have all the liberty to disconnect the call and make a complaint about that person. This app provides all those facilities. We can give feedback about our call learners. So don't kill your time and don't let others kill your time. Also, I'm telling you, be respectful and purposeful while using this app. Interact with your call learners only with the intention of practicing speaking English and practice regularly in any of your free time. Daily interaction in English will of course make you gradually fluent in English. Also, like I said before, don't stick with asking somebody's personal information on all the calls you make. Rather, you get into a topic and speak in English. Utilize the 30 minutes of free time effectively. Actually, you don't exactly get 30 minutes of free talk time. You get only 20 minutes of free talk time. But the only exception is that, to your luck, if you get connected to a premium member on this app, then you get more talk time. I was lucky enough to get connected with more than 4 or 5 premium members on this app. And I got this privilege to talk more than 45 minutes. It's completely a matter of luck. It's not under our control. Now, other than speaking with call learners, this application also helps us with a lot of other features too. It offers a daily dose of vocabulary, idioms, phrasal verbs, and a lot more. In addition to that, it has a language translator and a 4-day free access to speaking rooms. You can check out all these features by yourself after installing it on your phone. Okay. But one thing I'm telling you that your spoken English is not going to improve based on the count of how many calls you make on this app, but the effort you take to learn and practice speaking English matters the most. No application can make you fluent in English. It can only be a stepping stone in your English fluency journey. You have to put in the effort to become fluent in English. Ace Fluency can be a starting point for that. So now, what are you waiting for? Install this application now and practice speaking English. You know, a lot of English learners are waiting to practice speaking English with you.